Happy Wednesday. It's time for some hump day humdingers. Oh, and let's talk some baseball. What's going on, everyone? Welcome back into another episode for Just a Bet Outside. I am your host, Steven, and we are back hump day Wednesday, September 13th for some baseball bets, research help, hump day humdingers, of course, because we got to help you get through your week with some fun facts about the world. Yesterday, 1 and 2 day on the best bets. We did not hit the parlay either, but 1 and 2 day. Bellinger got a single in his first at bat. I'm thinking Coors Field, terrible pitchers. He went like 0 for 3 or 0 for 4 in his last at bats. Did not get another freaking hit and couldn't get it done. Trey Turner and Julio got a hit each, so that was a nice winner. And then the over 8, Twins had a chance at the end. They had bases loaded, could not get it done, so they only scored, I think, 5 in that game, maybe 6. But it just didn't get to the 8. It just didn't happen. So 1 and 2 day, we just keep grinding with our average bets. But if you're fading us, that's fine too, if it's getting you some winners. But we will turn it around. I do know that for a fact. We will have a hot streak. Hopefully it starts today. But a couple quick announcements. The NFL Week 2 is arriving. It's not here yet, guys, but I'm already excited for it. Wednesday night, late night, we will be recording the Week 2 Best Bets video. It will also have the Thursday night preview between the Vikings and the Eagles in it. 8-6 in the first week. That's right. We had 14 bets, a lot of player props, anytime touchdown, and our best bets. So we're gonna have that head-to-head bet again between me and Ryan. I got to get my revenge on him. Another announcement: there will be no video for Thursday's game for MLB. We're doing this for Wednesday's games. There will be none for Thursday. I'll get the bets out in Discord and I'll put something out on YouTube, but there'll just be no long video for Thursday. We just don't have time for that one. So that's what's going on. But here we go. It's Wednesday. Time for the hump day humdingers, baby. Here we go. These are crazy, by the way. These aren't even sports related anymore. I gave up on that because these are awesome. All right, here we go. Did you know that owls don't have eyeballs? I had no clue. And there's no way you guys knew that. If you did, leave a comment below. Let me know, but I doubt it. They're called eye tubes. So owls can't actually move or roll their eyes. How annoying is that? Anyways, second one. I got 3 of them for you. It would take you approximately 18 months to walk all the way along the Great Wall of China. That's right, over 5,000 miles long. And then this third one is the craziest to me. Most elephants weigh less than the tongue of a blue whale. Guys, that's freaking nuts. Blue whales are freaking gigantic. Leave a comment. Let me know if you got a nice little hump day humdinger for me. I love those. Or if you disagree with one of these, you can too. But I mean, if Google says it, it's got to be true. So, anyways, that's what we got going on. Before we dive into the good hitter matchups today, let's talk about Thrive Fantasy and NFL Week 2. There it is, guys. Justin Jefferson, over a half of a receiving yard. He will get that in his sleep, obviously. He'll probably get over 100 in his sleep. That is the free square, guys. New users, 100% first deposit match. It is football season. Do not miss out on this. You are getting one free leg. If you use the promo code JAVO, that's when you get that first deposit match all the way up to $250. They're literally handing you money, guys. It's eligible in over 30 states. You use this Justin Jefferson free leg. You pair it with something else. You make a 2-leg parlay. You get 3.2 times your bet. Literally, you put in $250 if you want 200, whatever it is. They match it. You already get half of your parlay or your parlay. You can do 2-leg, 3-leg, 4, 5, whatever it is that you want to do. It's a great deal. Don't miss out if you are in one of the eligible states. Like I said, it's over 30. But use that promo code JAVO. All right, that's what we got. It's time to get into the good hitter matchups. All right, we got 9 good hitter matchups for you for today, September 13th. Let's get right into it. All right, we start out with the man, Cody Bellinger, who just let me down. So he's not the man right now. I'm not happy with him. Then a couple Mariner players, J.P. Crawford, Ty France against Suarez of the Angels. Freddie Freeman, an impressive 6 for 18 and 2 doubles versus Blake Snell, the possible NL Cy Young Award winner. And then we got Bo Bichette. How about 6 for 14, 2 doubles, and 2 home runs versus Jordan Montgomery in that huge series with the Rangers. Then we got a couple Jose's on the Astros over there with Altuve and Abreu, 6 for 13 and 5 for 11 versus Blackburn. Astros are getting dominated right now by the A's. And as a Mariner fan, I am okay with that. That's for sure. And then Rafael Devers, 4 for 10, 1 double, 1 home run versus Schmidt. I have to check if he's hurt or if he was just out of the lineup yesterday. I did not look up on that. But yeah, so we got Moustakas, not too bad up against Luis Castillo either, 5 for 13 with 2 home runs. So those are the best hitter matchups for September 13th. Take a screenshot and go get some winners. Now let's move on to the good pitcher strikeout matchups. All right, let's talk some arms. We got three good pitcher strikeout matchups for you today. It starts out with Mr. Taj Mahal Bradley versus the Twins. Twinkies' fourth highest K percentage versus righties in the last 30 days at 25.5%. Bradley 111 Ks in 86 innings. Next one, Luis Castillo of the Mariners going up against the Angels. Angels, eighth highest K percentage versus righties the last 30 days at 24.5%. Castillo, 191 Ks in 175.1 innings. In his two games against the Angels this year, he has 6 and 10 strikeouts. The last one, Zach Gallen of Melk versus the Mets. Mets, seventh highest K percentage versus righties in the last 30 days at 24.7%. The Mets have not been at the top of the list much this year, but their lineup is just looking ugly. They're in just give up mode, ready for next season. In the last 2 weeks is actually even higher than 24.7%. Gallen, 195 Ks in 187.2 innings. He can be a little hit and miss. In his last seven starts, he has 8, 8, 3, 11, 3, 4, and 9. So it's kind of all over the place, but I do think it's a good spot. Hunter Brown's not a bad one either. Didn't quite make the list, but just want to let you know. So those are the three best pitcher strikeout matchups. And now it's time for the pitcher report. All right, we got a full 15 game slate on Wednesday, September 13th. Not a lot of awesome matchups, to be honest with you, but we got a few good pitchers pitching. Like Taj Bradley's been pitching a little better than his numbers are showing right now. He is striking out a ton of batters, as we already talked about, 29.2%. Strider is on the mound. He's had a few weird games where he just gets absolutely rocked. So we'll see if he can contain this Phillies offense with the ridiculous 37.8% strikeout rate. Rom has struggled in a few starts for the Cardinals, that's for sure. 13 hits per 9 innings, 11.6% walk rate. It's just not working out for the youngster at the moment. So a possibility for Baltimore to hit him. But you know what? We had Baltimore in the parlay, and they couldn't get to Adam Wainwright and the bullpen more than 3 runs. So who the heck knows anymore? And then we got Suarez for the Angels, 12.2% walk rate. That's a big mismatch in favor of my Seattle Mariners. Kyle Harrison, the youngster, strikes out a lot of guys. He let us down last time he started, but he does strike out a lot. And then we'll probably be seeing quite a few runs in the Rockies and Cubs game because Tayana's not very good. Block has been okay. He hasn't been terrible. But yeah, those are the first 8 matchups. Take a screenshot. Go get some winners with that. Let's check out page number 2. Gallen, is probably going to be the best pitcher on this page. Him and Snell. Sorry, obviously Snell. We keep waiting for some Snell negative regression with that 3.93 expected ERA, but he just doesn't. It just doesn't happen. He has a 2.5 ERA. It's wild to see a guy who could win the Cy Young with a 2.5 ERA and a 13.7% walk rate. It's just wild to me. I mean, that is high. That's the highest on this page by far. That's for sure. But other than that, the Yankees have been eliminated from playoff contention, so they're just going through the motions at this point. Blackburn and the A's go for at least, I think it's a third straight win over the Astros if they can get this, which is just crazy to me. And then Kikuchi and Montgomery in a huge battle in Toronto. That series is just absolutely huge. So, yeah, that's what we got, though. Those are the last 7 matchups. Take a screenshot. Remember, the starting pitcher average numbers for each category are on the bottom. So that is the pitcher report. And now it's time to get into the average bets. All right, I have a lot of player props for you today, so let's get right into it. Bet number 1 is a hitter parlay. We got Yordan Alvarez and Gunnar Henderson, 1+ hit each at plus 100 on DraftKings. On FanDuel, I think I saw it at minus 120, so I love the value here on DraftKings. Alvarez, 4 for 12 with 3 home runs versus Blackburn, as you saw in the good hitter matchups. I forgot to include this one, I'm not going to lie. I should have included him on the good hitter matchups, but if you're listening, now you know he is a part of this hitter parlay because he's got a good matchup. And he has 1+ hit in 16 of his last 20 games. Blackburn is giving up, or has given up, 105 hits in 92.2 innings. So I expect the Astros to absolutely lay it on the A's today because they've struggled the last 2 days. So I think they're going to come out with their hair on fire. Next one, Gunnar Henderson, 1+ hit. This kid has been on fire. Whenever I say kid, I feel really old, but he is a kid. He is 10 for his last 24, 1+ hit in 17 of his last 20 games, and he is facing another youngster, Drew Rom, and he's struggling. 25 hits in 17.1 innings. It's a small sample size, but he's struggling. Almost an 8 ERA. It just has not been working out for him. So, and in those 15 inning or 17.1 innings, he only has 11 strikeouts. So he doesn't miss many bats. Give me Alvarez, give me Gunnar Henderson to stay hot. 1+ hit each at plus 100. Let's move on to bet number 2. All right, this next one is a player prop parlay. We got a pitcher, we got a hitter. Here we go. Zach Gallen over 17 and a half outs recorded, and Spencer Torkelson 1+ hit, one plus 128 on DraftKings. That's right. Here we go. Let's start out with Mr. Gallon of Milk. Over 17 and a half outs. He has been over this in 8 of his last 10 games. He just pitched a complete game shutout in Wrigley Field. That's pretty impressive. That's 9 innings, by the way. We only need 6 to cash this. The Mets are below average versus righties in the last 30 days, and even worse in the last couple weeks. They've thrown in the towel. They're done, like I mentioned before. So I expect Gallen to at least go 6 innings in this game. Spencer Torkelson to get a hit. He has 1+ hit in 8 of his last 10 games. He is hitting .318 in the last 7 days. Another young guy, second-year player who's had a much better year than the year before. He's facing Connor Phillips of the Reds and this below average Reds bullpen. Phillips is a 22-year-old. He's only pitched one time, 4.2 innings, gave up 5 earned runs to the Mariners. So he's nothing special, obviously, and he's young, trying to work through it. So I like Torkelson to get a hit off of him. Put those together at plus 128. Let's move on to our third and final bet. All right, I got another hitter parlay for you to end it, and we got Tommy Pham and Jose Altuve 1+ hit each at minus 112. Let's start out with Mr. Pham. He is hitting .355 in the last 7 days. He has 1+ hit in 11 of his last 15 games. He is facing Joey Lucchesi, I think that's how you pronounce it, who's given up 8.4 hits per 9 innings average, kind of a smaller sample size. He hasn't been pitching that long this season. And behind him is a bad Mets bullpen. I like Tommy Pham to just stay hot. This is just riding the hot bat here. And then Jose Altuve, he has a good matchup. Another Astro versus Paul Blackburn. 6 for 13 with 1 home run, hitting almost 500. 1+ hit in 12 of his last 16 games. And Blackburn, like we talked about before, giving up over 10 hits per 9 innings. So I like that matchup. Give me Tommy Pham. Give me Jose Altuve. 1+ hit each to finish our 3 bets that all consist of player props. That's right. We are going a different route today, mixing it up. Let's get a sweep. Let's go check out that bets recap page. All right, there it is. Alvarez and Henderson. Alvarez on the Astros, Henderson on the Orioles. 1+ hit each. Zach Gallen of the D-backs over 17 and a half outs, and Spencer Torkelson of the Tigers 1+ hit at plus 128. And then we finish it with Tommy Pham of the D-backs and Jose Altuve of the Astros 1+ hit each at minus 112. There it is, guys. Those are our bets for September 13th. We are going to keep grinding. I know this will turn around. Hopefully, you guys are getting some winners from the hitter matchups or whatever it is. If you guys are winning some big parlays, let me know. I'd love to hear about that in the comments below, too. And I don't know if anybody else is blown away the fact that a blue whale has a freaking elephant in their mouth when they're swimming. That's just mind-boggling. But anyways, go check out our NFL video when that comes out late night, Wednesday night. We are getting ready for week 2, and I cannot wait. We're going to preview the Thursday night football. And remember, every late Friday night or Saturday morning this week, it will be the NFL player props video. We're going to have a ton of fun with that. And then we finish it with our Sunday night recap and Monday night football preview. We do that every single week for the NFL. So thank you guys for watching. I really appreciate the support. Hopefully you guys have a great Wednesday, and we'll talk to you later.